You stopped texting back immediately. And suddenly, people got interesting. Funny how that works. When you are always available, you become furniture, background noise, the emotional equivalent of a 24-hour convenience store. Nobody appreciates it until it closes. And even then, they are mostly just annoyed about the inconvenience. Here is what nobody tells you about availability. It is not kindness. It is a defense mechanism. You think if you are always there, always responsive, always accommodating, people will value you more. They will not leave. They will finally see how much you care. They do not. They see a resource, and resources do not get respect. They get used. The psychology here is called intermittent reinforcement. It is the same principle that makes slot machines addictive and breadcrumbing effective. Inconsistent rewards create more interest than consistent ones. Your brain is wired to chase what it cannot predict. When you are always available, you are predictable, and predictable is forgettable. But when you stop being the person who responds in 30 seconds, when you stop clearing your schedule, when you stop performing emotional labor for free, something shifts. Suddenly, you are a mystery. Suddenly, your time has value. Suddenly, people notice when you are not there. It is almost like scarcity creates demand. Wild concept. And before you say it, no, this is not playing games. Playing games is manipulation with intent to control. This is boundary setting with intent to survive. There is a difference. One is strategy, the other is self-preservation. You became hyper-available because somewhere along the line, you learned that your presence had to be earned by never requiring anything back. Maybe a parent who only noticed you when you were useful. Maybe friendships where you were the unpaid therapist. Maybe relationships where love was conditional on your convenience. So you made yourself infinitely accessible. The friend who always picks up. The partner who never says no. The coworker who absorbs everyone else's slack. You convinced yourself this was generosity. It was not generosity. It was a bid for acceptance. And the price was yourself. Here is what it costs you. Time, obviously. Energy, absolutely. But the real cost? Self-respect. Because every time you drop everything for someone who would not do the same for you, every time you prioritize someone else's comfort over your own capacity, you are teaching yourself that you do not matter as much. And your nervous system? It is keeping score. The resentment builds. The exhaustion becomes chronic. And one day you wake up and realize you have spent years being available to everyone except yourself. The math does not work. It never did. So here is the reframe. Unavailability is not cruelty. It is information. It tells people what your time is worth. It creates space for people who actually value access to you. And it filters out the ones who only showed up because you made it too easy not to. When you stop being available, you are not withholding. You are recalibrating. You are letting the relationship show you what it actually is when it requires effort from both sides. Some people will rise to it. They will respect the boundary. They will match your energy. Those are your people. Others will disappear. They will call you distant. They will say you have changed. And they are right. You have changed. You stop subsidizing their laziness with your overfunction. Let them go. You were never losing a relationship. You were exposing a transaction. Availability was never the problem. Unconditional availability was. The kind that asks nothing back. The kind that makes you weak in the name of being nice. You are allowed to be inconvenient. You are allowed to require effort. You are allowed to exist at a frequency that does not accommodate everyone. Stop being available. Watch who stays. That is the real relationship.